commuters in Toronto have been set on fire, stabbed, and swarmed in a growing wave of violence, and our transit operators are scared to go to work. In the first 3 weeks of this year, Toronto police said that the crimes were up more than 37%. Wow. We have repeat violent offenders out on our streets because of this government's weak bail system, and the Minister of Public Safety says he's concerned, but not concerned enough to do anything about it. Mr. Speaker, Canadians are a little more than just concerned. When are we going to see the bail reform that every premier, police unions, and police chiefs have called for in this country?
The Honourable Minister for Public Safety.
Mr. Speaker, I am deeply concerned with the recent spike of violence of the TTC, and I've spoken directly with Mayor Tory to express our unwavering support to him and the city. Our government, in fact, has doubled down on support for law enforcement, on violence prevention, on mental health supports, on supports for homelessness and for poverty, Mr. Speaker. Most recently, I announced $12 million in funding, along with the Mayor, to address many of the social determinants that can lead to violence through the Building Safer Communities Fund, a fund that the Conservatives voted against, Mr. Speaker. We will continue to work with the City of Toronto and all communities to keep our public transit safe.
Honourable Member for Thornhill.
After 8 years of this Prime Minister, violent crime is up 32%. That's the record. The record is the weak bail system, and it keeps serious violent criminals out of jail and on our streets. There is a former Toronto police chief sitting on that side of the House who has made more comments about the crime in the U.S. than his own city this week. Enough with the thoughts and the prayers and the concern. People don't feel safe in their communities, and they fear riding public transit. So what is it going to take to get the minister to pay attention on the random attacks happening on public transit and reform the bail system?
The Honourable Minister of Public Safety.
Mr. Speaker, I assure my colleague and all members in this House that this government is paying attention to the situation in Toronto, which is why, without any hesitation or haste, I contacted the Mayor to make sure that he knew that this government would be there to support the City of Toronto, as we have done in the past with regards to law enforcement, as we have done in the past with regards to preventing crime through the $12 million announcement that we made last spring with the Mayor, as we have done in the past with regards to our investments in Canada summer jobs, Mr. Speaker, to support those young people who are at most risk, Mr. Speaker. That is the record of this government, and we will continue to build on it to protect all residents and all communities to keep them safe. Thank you.